Ekko's pen hovered over blank paper. 7 months in the city, and still Mika's face appeared in her dreams. They had worked together at her previous job. Mika with the quiet laugh and eyes that crinkled at the corners. The one who'd played piano at office parties and remembered how everyone took their coffee. Ekko had never shared her feelings. When transfer papers came through, Ekko had packed her desk in silence. Mika had helped, not knowing each item placed in boxes took with it unspoken words. They had promised to stay in touch. Like all such promises, it dissolved in the busyness of separate lives. Rain tapped against her window, gentler than previous storms but persistent. The canal below had become Ekko's confidant, carrying away pieces of herself one boat at a time. "We send away what we cannot hold," she whispered, picking up her pen. The words came in a rush, filling the page with everything unsaid, how Mika's music had filled empty spaces in her chest, how conversations with Mika made the office bearable, how sometimes their fingers had brushed while passing documents, sending electricity up Ekko's arm, how she had wanted, so desperately, to know if Mika felt it too. Ekko signed her name with a flourish, then folded the letter with trembling hands. This boat took shape differently, weighted with truth, creased with purpose. Outside, wind chased rain across the city. Ekko descended to the canal, the confession cradled against her chest. The water ran dark and swift below, reflecting storm clouds gathering overhead. She knelt at the edge, suddenly afraid. Previous boats had carried memory, grief, and abandoned dreams. This one contained her heart, vulnerable and exposed. "We send away what we cannot hold," Ekko repeated, her voice nearly lost in the rising wind. She placed the boat on churning water. It spun once, adjusting to its existence, then steadied. Ekko followed the boat as it moved through the rough waters. Wind whipped her hair across her face. The boat moved faster than previous ones, carried by the strengthening current. Ekko ran along the canal, determined not to lose sight of this particular confession. Without warning, a powerful gust swept across the canal. Ekko gasped as her boat lifted entirely from the water, suspended in the air for one impossible moment. It seemed to fly, carried on unseen currents before settling gently back onto the water's surface. Thunder cracked overhead. The boat continued its journey, moving away from her with newfound purpose. Ekko stopped running, rain mingling with unexpected tears. Something shifted inside her chest, not the closing of a door but the opening of a window. Her feelings existed in the world now. They had form. They had been given voice. Whether or not her words ever reached Mika no longer mattered quite so much. The act of releasing truth had transformed something within her. Ekko walked home slowly, thunder rolling across the sky. For the first time since arriving in the city, her steps felt light, unburdened. We send away what we cannot hold, but sometimes, in releasing what weighs us down, we learn we can fly.